Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this special edition of Pecha Kucha, adopted by the province of Limburg because of its creativity and innovation policy. I'm Odile Wolfs, as said, Regional Minister for Arts, Culture, Sports, Well-being, Healthcare, Labor Market, and Education. As you probably know, 2009 was the European Year of Creativity and Innovation. In that year, we organized a one-day conference on the same theme. This special edition of Pecha Kucha is a follow-up to that event. Creativity and innovation are important ingredients in Maastricht's bid to become the European Capital of Culture in 2018. It is an aim that we share with our neighbors in the Euro region. Today, we are focusing on the topic of education. Our education system needs creativity and innovation to move ahead, to avoid becoming stagnant, and to anticipate demographic trends. A major topic for the province, together with her educational partners. What precisely is happening? Well, we have a population decline which began in 1998. Our population is aging, and fewer babies are being born. That has important implications for education. The number of pupils is now falling by 2 to 3% a year. This decline will continue. The pupils at primary schools will fall by 23,000 in 2025. It's enormous. Suppose there are 200 pupils in every school, we shall have to close 115 primary schools. So, if we do nothing, the gap in the labor market grows. For every 20 pupils leaving school, we need 30 workers to meet the demand. So soon, we will not have enough people to do the work. Education is crucial. We really need every last soul. So, no one must be left behind. We must prevent youngsters from dropping out. No pupil must be allowed to leave school without qualification. There is a place for every individual in our society. Children have to reach a certain level, not only intellectually, but also socially. Anticipating these trends will take creativity and innovation. Now is the time to act. We cannot just let things run their course. Instead of a challenge, the shrinking population then will become a real problem. We can come up with a few ideas in that regard. For example, organize teaching and learning around pupils. Put pupils at the center of everything. For instance, have teachers switch classrooms. On the other hand, make teaching also inspiring for teachers. They will get more enjoyment and satisfaction if they will learn new things themselves. A good example for lifelong learning. Another idea is to have pupils draw up their own annual lesson plans. It's up to the pupil to plan how to achieve the goals for that year. So, no tightly scheduled lesson patterns, but give pupils more scope and flexibility. Pupils have to do a lot of studying outside of school. Not every pupil has a home situation that lends itself for this. Creative solutions are needed. For example, keeping schools open from 9 to 5, like a normal working day. Career guidance will encourage youngsters to choose a study for jobs that will be needed. Without putting too many restrictions on pupils' freedom of choice, we must take care that we have enough nurses, but not too many hairdressers. It's also important for schools to coordinate with one and another when it comes to the programs that they offer. Why should there be a training program for doctors' assistants in Venlo if we already have one in Sittard? These first steps have already been taken. I'm glad for that. Related to this, we have to help pupils in their traveling costs. For example, pupils who live in Maastricht will then be more likely to enroll in the chef's program in Heerlen instead of choosing another program in Maastricht. We are lobbying The Hague about this. It's also crucial for educational institutions to work together. Creative partnerships will enable them to share facilities like the Education Boulevard in Heerlen. By facilities, I am referring to things like sports centers, cafeterias, practical rooms, etc. To be able to introduce innovations of this kind, we need space to experiment. We also need the cooperation of other public authorities. After all, the province is not the competent authority in the field of education. The national government is. One example is that you receive certificates for the knowledge and skills that you have learned in a job. This would be an official qualification on your CV. These knowledge and skills can be turned into hard facts as it is. So, as told, our education system and labor market will require creativity and innovation. I'm very curious to see what my fellow speakers have to say, and I hope that they will provide us with plenty of information. Thank you for your attention.